Flash animations, how we can create motion tween and motion guide and masking like effects, right? So these are the options we learned. We discussed about how to use symbols. In that one example, I showed you how to use a graphic symbol. Uh, in Flash animations, one more important is how we can deal with movie symbols. So graphic symbol and another one is a movie symbol. Movie symbol. We have another option, movie symbol. Technically, movie symbol is used for uh, create a symbol that contains animation. Actually, movie symbol, it is a symbol with animation. Technically, it is a symbol with animation. With animation, you can create reusable, reusable, reusable animated symbols. Animated symbols. You can use. You can create reusable animated symbols. Generally, why we need symbols? One simple example I'd show you means animated symbols. Actual point is movie symbol, movie symbol, symbol can use effects. Movie symbol can use frame frame by frame, frame by frame, or tween animation. Tween animation. You can use frame by frame or tween animation. How the movie symbol works? One simple example I will show you. Generally, how we can use it. So we are taking a new document. So we will take a new Flash document, right? And in this document, we want to create a movie symbol, a simple movie symbol. Then see, what we have to do is you need to first create a symbol, insert menu, new symbol, or you can use shortcut is Control F8. We can use it. So insert new symbol. So it is asking what symbol it is. Then I just given this symbol as a movie clip. Type is movie clip. And symbol name, I given a symbol name. Suppose I have given the symbol name as some like bird. The symbol name is bird. So just a simple bird, right? Now I have to click OK. That is a bird symbol. Now at the top, you can see at the top, you can observe there are two options, scene and bird. So at the top, you can see we have scene and bird. Two options are there. Scene is that you have scene is simply like that is our movie. Bird is the symbol. That means our main stage. Our main stage is here. Our main stage is scene 1, and this is bird. We have this one. Now just what we are doing is, so we are just adding. Whenever we want, we can go to scene. This is the stage. If you want to go to symbol, right side, you can see bird symbol is there. So in the library, you can see bird symbol is there. This is bird, empty currently. Or at the top, you can see you have symbols, edit symbols. You have zoom % and edit symbols. You select the symbol bird, then it will open that bird editing mode. Okay. Here you draw a symbol. Again, we have to draw. Actually, we have to draw layer by layer. We need to draw layer by layer. Technically, how you can draw layer by layer? Suppose actually what we have to do is, so just roughly see, you can see there is a plus mark on the stage. So this is the plus mark on the stage, and you have to draw it, everything beside that, right? That is the target. That means don't draw left, right, or somewhere outside. So symbol must be drawn from that particular location actually. Okay. And you see here also you have to maintain layer by layer. Maintain layer by layer. So for example, I'm taking a brush. I'm taking some brush and shape, right? Just some brush and shape. And here I'm drawing. So a simple brush shape. Okay. This is brush size. Okay. I'm drawing. And when we are drawing it here, you have to keep the shape with the different effects actually. Suppose I draw in this way. Color I will select. So choose a color, some black. Okay. And we have to draw some shape here. So just I am drawing a shape like this. So just keep it in the center. Keep it in the center. And just drawing some shape. So we have to keep that in the center and we have to draw some shape here like this. And I'm drawing some join here. Okay, and I'm drawing some join here. Right. And important is we have to join in this way. I'm drawing in this way. Right. And this is one part. This is one part. This is one layer. I don't want to move this one. So then I draw like this. So we can have some effect here, something like this. We give it like some, right? And this is one layer. So suppose just I'd say the layer as a body. That is the layer we define. Okay. Next, we are taking here. So another layer, layer 2. In the layer 2, I am joining something here. So in the layer 2, I am joining something here. So in the layer 2, I am joining something like this. Right. In the layer 2, I am joining something like this. Just roughly, I configured in this way. This is the layer 2. In the layer 2, we defined like this. Right. So I can add there. And important is just I will add, this is suppose I say some wing, right? Wing 1. That is one option. And I have taken another layer, layer 3. That is wing 2, wing 2, right? And here I am drawing something more. That is in wing 1. Suppose we have some erasing. Let it be up to this, right? Okay. And here I am adding in the wing 2, I am taking and drawing another option. So I'm drawing in this way. Yeah. I'm drawing this shape. Right. And I'm adding some shape here. Right. So some shape. And here we defined like this, something. Actually, this have a separation in this way. Suppose this is having a separation like this. So I will give some separation in the body. That is in the body, actually, it is having this part separated. Okay, this part separated like this. Usually it will have some color. That means you can add some color. Temporarily, I'm just adding a color because it will go very small later, right? So suppose it is having a fill color, and here this is actually the wing 1. This is the wing 1, and usually that wing 1 is having some break here, and just I'm adding that fill color for that also, or we can add some other color into that because it needs a complete shade. It needs a complete shade. So we can join that and define that complete color here. Here the point is means we will use the same shade everywhere. Right. That means we will go and use the same shade everywhere. That means entire color gets filled with one option we select here. So it should fill with all. But all are separate layers. They cannot merge actually. So this is enough, right? So later I will tell you how we can merge them actually. All right. So just roughly I have drawn this, and we have some combinations defined here. So the backgrounds and foregrounds, some you can draw. Actually, what happens now is I will keep in this way. We need to animate this object. We need to animate this object. We need to animate this object. So that means we have to animate that object actually. We need to animate this object. So just roughly I divided there. So how do we animate this object? All these are present in one location. See, two options are there. So press F6, first body F6. So it will get a keyframe. Okay, wing F6, wing 2 F6. Okay. In wing 1, here I will take this and I will change this to like this. And in wing 2, I will change this to like this. That means make sure that we are not disturbing its area. That's it. Yeah. That means just a width adjusted for that. Okay. Like this. Actually, this is 2 frames we have defined. Just a 2 frames we have configured here. Okay. And see now, for wing 1, I'm adding one more F6 keyframe and adjust the height. And for wing 2, F6 and adjust the width little bit. And make sure that we are moving that correctly. Right. So the same you have to do with animation, F6. And here I am continuing that down. Right. I am continuing that down. Okay. And here, so F6. And this also continued with the change. So we have to move it correctly to adjust it, right? Yeah. Same thing. We are continuing. That means up to 2-3 more options. I will insert that. Okay. And here I need some more change. And here we need some more change. We need to bring them back actually. This is the option actually. This is the moving object here actually. Moving object. As of now, I will leave it there. Why? Because you can design by yourself now. Rest of all options. Huh? This is the bird movie. It is ready. Fine. Let's go to scene. This is our scene. Yeah. In this scene, so I just created a simple animation. So this is layer 1. Say background. The layer 1 is background. And I take brush and select some drawing here. I'm drawing some background in this way. So I'm just drawing some background in this way. Okay. And let's draw some object. So that I just given here some brownish something. Yeah. And I'm drawing some shape. Okay. And this is the shape. Yeah. And we are adding some colors, some color. So just background, I defined this one, right? Yeah. We are adding some color, some option. So like this, we defined something. Now I'm adding some same effect, right? So we can pick the color. So, and this is the color, and I'm drawing one more. And important is we need some object animation here. So some object animation. So something like this I define. Right. Roughly, I just given some image. Okay. Next important is I need some color. So this all color I will fill up as same. Okay. Now this is one background. Now we need a new layer on this. Suppose I said some bird 1. Okay. So here up to some in that bird 1, I will drag and drop this bird object symbol here. I can adjust the size of that symbol. So I can keep it small now. I can keep it small. So that is the bird symbol here. Very small. The bird symbol is there. You can add multiple. This is one bird symbol. That is one bird symbol, right? Now you can add multiple. That means I keep it outside. Here I keep it outside. Okay. And I can add one more layer. So that is some bird 2. And I take another object here. Actually, I can just flip this in opposite direction also. I can flip that in opposite direction, and I can adjust the height and width and size of this one. In opposite direction, we can flip that. So just in opposite direction, I'm flipping it. So I keep it in this way, right? So I'm just adding that and configuring that there. Right side, I will keep it here. Just for our understanding sake, little size I will define there. Okay. Now this is another same symbol. Two different options are there. Now up to 60 frame, I'm choosing this background as F5, means it is static. Bird F6, bird 2 F6. And what we done is bird 1 motion tween, bird 2 also motion tween. So bird 1 at suppose 20 frame F6, at 20 frame it should be here. So it should be here. So it should be here. I will keep that here. Keep that here. We can add some background color for that actually. So up to 25 frame, so it will be at that particular position only. And at 40 frame, F6, I will keep it so at another position, right? And at 60, I will keep it outside here. The same thing for bird 2. So bird 2 at 20. So you can make it more faster, more delay like this. I'll keep at 15, right? At 15 F6. Bird 2 will be here. And at 30 F6, the bird 2 will be here. And at 45, so F6, so the bird 2 will be here. And at 60, so the bird 2 will be in opposite direction like this. Now you can see when we run this animation, you see there are animated symbols. That means there are animated symbols. That means that symbol has animation. So the symbols are having animation. That means the wings moves like moving, right? They moves like moving. That means that is a symbol. So with animation, a symbol with animation. So you can add any size, any number, right? Just what we have done is, so we created one symbol, because in the movie, if I have to animate that bird in that way, it will take so much complication, because in several frames we need that. Then we will create a separate animated symbol and we can keep it there. Just like one more here, I will show you. See one more time here. Simple, very simple. I will show here. Go to insert, symbol, and a movie clip. Suppose say walk something. Okay. I will take a simple one. So here, this is layer 1. I'm drawing some object. I'm drawing an object, just one object. And here we have a line. So line can have some thickness, solid line, and some thickness. Okay. And we have a line here. This is the line. So some black color line is this. So this is some black color line. So line color. Okay, fine. Now, important is I will add a new layer. Remember, this is symbol. In the new layer, I am adding one line here. Okay. Another layer. In that layer, I am adding another line here. Another layer. Don't forget to take new lines, the new layers, another here. In another layer, 5 layers. That means now we have totally 5. So now what we have to do is we need to create an animation for this symbol. So it's simple. So what we do here, as I told you, we can use tween animation or frame by frame animation. Usually we use frame by frame animation for little clarity. So layer 1 F6, it will not have any effect. Layer 2 F6. So layer 2 will have some change. I will change this in this way. And layer 3 F6, and it will change in this way. That means just a little here. And layer 4 F6, and I changed that a little here. And layer 5, so F6, and it will change a little bit here like this. That's it. Only one part I have designed. So only one part I have designed for this. Okay. Only one part I have designed. So see, only 2 frames are there. The 2 frames, it will be like this. You can add any number of frames. Let's go to scene 1. And in the scene here, so we will take a new layer. And in the layer, I will just write walk. And in that layer at frame 1, we will draw this walk here. We will keep that here with some size. I defined the size here. So let's keep that here. And at 60, F6 keyframe, and you say motion tween. At 60, I will keep it right side corner. Okay. Now you can see it contains the object in this way. So that means we are moving that object in this way. Moving that object. I just made only 2 frames for that symbol. We can add any number of frames for that symbol. Any number of frames for that symbol. So that means we can change. So we can go to symbol and walk. And here we can add more frames. We can keep it more moving. That means F6 and here F6. And I changed this rotate to more here. And I will add here. And here F6. And I change it to more rotate here. And size reduce or adjust here. And here again F6. That means you can make changes, editing. So editing. So again modified here. And here F6 and again change. That means we are adding some effect, right? Okay. Now after modification of symbol, you can go to the scene and you can see that symbol related modification happened. That means the symbol related modification happened. So it just creates a moving object, right? That's what actually the movie symbols are. So what you have to do is to create such movie symbols and keep in your animation. So first step, what we do is create a new project, create a new document, and press Control plus F8. Control plus F8. Or you can choose insert menu. In insert menu, you have a new symbol. In insert menu, you have new symbol. You can do that. Next point is after defining this. So after defining this, so you can add. Yeah, you can add. That means you can draw. You can draw frame by frame, or tween animation in symbol area. Next, what you have to do is change to scene, and drag and drop symbol from library. You have to drag and drop the symbol from library onto stage, onto stage, onto stage. That's what we have to do. So this is the basic one, how we can design that symbol. All the points we cannot, that is visually graphically done, right? How you design the symbol and all that we graphically do. Now the symbols that you created for one project, you can use in another project also. We have to just open that in the background and import from that location, right? Initially, you can see this is the symbol. We can add, suppose, for example, I take a new document. So new Flash document. You see, this is untitled 2, that is a project. Previous one is untitled 1. This is untitled 2. Here I want to use those symbols. You can see in the right side in the library, this is library of untitled 2. You can open untitled 1. The library of untitled 1 will come. And you can drag and drop and use those symbols here. We can use the symbol here. That means now when I run this, actually that symbol contains the animation in this way. Symbol contains the animation in this way. Right? So that means we need to move. So you can create animation for this. We can create animation for this. So that means we can use the symbols and configure in any location. We added here, we can put anywhere. That means we can take it into any project. Right side, we have to get it from the symbol. Okay. So this is generally how to create a movie symbol. So actually, new symbol here, we have to select, actually, we have to select symbol type as movie clip. Movie clip. We have to select symbol type as movie clip and name it. So some name like some bird, something like this. Then we have to draw animation and we need to change them. So one more, in our examples, we will implement this and we will see how to handle them actually. So movie symbols are animated symbols. Graphic symbols are normal symbols. We have, technically we have another symbol is, we have a button symbol. We have button symbol. Actually, button symbol is used for designing forms. That means it is used for designing online flash based interactions, just like HTML form. You can have, so you can have flash form with the text box, like button, etc. You can have flash forms. Actually, we don't use these flash forms in general web development. We mostly use this in basic effects, like means games. We use in games like play, pause, start, stop, like games. But the functionality we have to give with some JavaScript based logic. So we can design but cannot give functionality. Functionality requires JavaScript actually. I will show you, suppose generally where we need these button symbols actually. Suppose when you are designing, so the document properties, here I mentioned as 728 and 300 pixels. So 728 and 90 pixels, something. Okay. and I click OK. So this is the height and width for that object actually. Yeah. And here we are adding some text or some picture or some graphic. Here we are adding. Suppose I am applying some fill color, right? Right here I am defining some fill color. So some options, right? Just I defined this one. Okay. So delete this areas. Okay. That is the height. So now important is now basically how we manage uh, the, yeah, yeah. So I'm buttons. How do we manage the buttons? Suppose here we are defining some text, and the text contains that is another layer. I will add the text here, and here I will say online tutorial. So just let's adjust the size of that online tutorial. Okay. So that is the text size adjusted here. Okay, that is the text. On that we have defined some logo, some animation, something. And right side, generally here, right side, I want an option to display for subscribe. Subscribe button should be there. Remember, this is a flash animation. So in the flash animations, they can have effects. So that means you can see I am just giving some up to 60 F5. Okay. And here F6. And let's create a motion tween for this text. And at the first place, so some font size reduced here, right? And yeah, at the 60 it is here. So it is here. That means we are adjusting more. Okay. Then this is the basic one. It is having like this online tutorial. So some more scrolling contents and all we can configure and display there. Right. Now here the point is right side. I want an option for button. I want a button there. One of the advantages is you have ready-made buttons in Flash. You can use them. You can design a button. So how we can configure a button? So let's go to the symbol. That means in the symbols. So just we will go to the symbol. That means insert new symbol. This is button symbol this time. And I will give as subscribe. Subscribe is the button symbol. Okay, that is the subscribe option. Now I have to design a symbol. Observe carefully. So usually when you see that button here, generally button, there are frames, only 4 options are there. We have only 4 options there. You see that is up, over, down and hit. Up, over, down and hit. That is what actually we have. So that means now we need to design a symbol there. We need to design a symbol. Then generally what happens is only 4 options we can give: button up, button over, button down and button hit. Okay, button up, how you want, you draw here first. That means I am taking a rectangle. Yeah, in the rectangle I am just defining a cap. You have rounded rectangle, you have square rectangle. So you can select a cap style. Okay. You can go to custom and you can define the type: dotted, slat, corners, thickness, everything. You can mention from here also. Okay. And what we are doing is, so we are drawing a rounded rectangle here. So let's draw a rounded rectangle. So something, just rounded corners are there. cap so is round. So here we can define various other properties. This is enough actually. Okay, in this what we are doing is generally this is actually inside color. Inside color, it is having some subscribe. Means inside color is some white. Okay, and outside color. So this is outside color. So outside color. So we have selected them, and this outside color, that means that line color, I will change it to some red. Okay. Now on that we define some text. So here text. So text we will write as subscribe. Subscribe. So that is the subscribe text here we are having. Okay. That is the text. And this text also will have a red color. Okay. That is just, and we will just keep a font there. We just keep a font there, right? Any specific font. Okay. Just the font for subscribe. Okay. Now what happens is we need some symbol there. That means after defining that, right, that is subscribe, and that is red color. So we have subscribe red color. You can have some icons and all there. Just I will add one more here. This is all on over. That means rectangle. I am adding one more rectangle. Yeah, one more rectangle. And here we will put some icon. So some arrow, some icon or some arrow, something like this. So we can draw something like using a pen. So we can take a simple drawing. Right. So we are just adding a drawing, because by using pen tool, we can draw something. So yeah, by using pen tool, I'm drawing some here. Usually what happens is, yeah, that is the pen tool. Let's draw. Now here we are drawing an object. Yeah, we are drawing an object, and just some colors and effects. Or I actually better take a symbol, because we don't have any bell symbols and all. Just temporarily think that it is having some bell symbol. So just I will draw an ellipse on that, just like a bell symbol. Okay, that's fine. So that means that is just having that bell symbol or something. Okay. Now important is when user moves the mouse over it, there is over, then press F6. F6 will get this all again. You see mouse up, this is up, and mouse over. When mouse is over, then see I am selecting this and changing this background to red color. Okay, I am selecting the text and changing the text to white color. Right, I am changing this. So, and I am changing that to red color. So that is all white color actually. Okay, that means we are changing that to the white or some other, right? That is color. Yeah, so it is changed to white, and inside there is white, so we can change with different other colors. Just a combination I am just giving like this. On that we can have some red, and I am drawing something there. On over it have some other option like this. Okay, now important, this is on over how you want the effect, how you want the effect to display. On over how you want the effect to display. And on down F6. On down everything is same, just the background. So I will change the background something to blue. Okay, that is hit. On hit F6. So on hit, I will change the background so to red color again like this. Usually you designed a button. So this is the button. We need to get that button actually. So go to your scene and you keep the button, drag and drop that subscribe button here. I adjust the width for this button and keep the button here. Remember, we can write some functionality for that button. And you can see now, this is the button here. And we don't have any tween for this. That means it should be with the motion tween. That means up, or it should be some static. So you can give a motion tween. So that means that button should be available there, or you can keep it also static. That means what we will do is we will keep that button also static. So because we have to keep it at layer, yeah, we have to keep it at layer 1. So that means that is layer 2 is designed actually. So we will go one more layer. And here I will keep that button on that layer. Yeah, adjust the width for the button. Okay, subscribe button. And it is F5. That means button is not having any animation. When I move mouse onto it, you can see a hand symbol comes. Mouse over, hand symbol comes. This button have a click option also. When click, it color will change. On click, it color will change. Now when user clicks on this, so we have to handle a navigation actually. We need to handle a navigation. So that means we need flash button. So we need flash button. So click event, flash button click event. Actually, flash button click event. So if for that we need to write some script actually. So we need to configure the script for that. So generally later we will learn about scripting. So in JavaScript, I will show you how we can write that. You observe in the design of the symbol, this is subscribe button. And here, this button have all these options here. The button is having all the properties and options here. Hit is an option here. Hit. You can see at the bottom, when you go to the hit option, you can see when you go to the hit is click. On hit, there is no event. You see event. You can start animation, stop animation. Currently it is event. Hit event. You can put some sounds, effects you can add, right? We can write some logic on hit actually. So no sound selected, no event selected. So events are not selected. You can see here, generally we can write event. Actually, you go at the bottom, you can see event. So that means this is for sound, means what should happen on that. Right side, you can have this option. So edit action script for this object, a small arrow. I click on that, it will open action script. In the action script, you can see left side, options will be there. And you can add a function here. You can see global functions, timer control, network control. So print, we can add the functions, different types of functions are available. These are all functions. Generally, we can add a functionality. So we can write the functionality. So later you will learn how to add and write the functionality. So much is there. So that means this is not like a simple Flash means like MS Paint or some drawings, right? It has a lot of scripting, programming also. but we have to learn how to write the programs. Actually, you can write a program for this. On button click, what should happen? So which event should fire up to start and stop animations like that. So the point is button symbol is for handling such interactions. Okay, that is done. That means you designed a button. I will show you how to write the events later. For this, generally we show some advertisement and we will ask them that please visit our site. In the advertisement itself, this button also can have animation because it can also have animation. So we are creating a motion tween, and this button also can have an animation. That means user can be asked to click with the subscribe button, and subscribe button also will have an animation. So on mouse over you can see that subscribe is also animating. So this button on click, it can do some functionality. That means you can create an animated button with click. For that, we need to write the events. And one advantage is actually Flash provides ready-made buttons. Only one simple point here. To design that button, what we have to do is press Control F8, Control plus F8 for a new symbol. Then select button symbol. Then button is designed in three major. So that is actually 4 major. So major frames is designed in 4 major frames. So that is, we have a button over, button down, button up, and button hit. These are the options. That means for the button editing, so you can see it has up, over, down, and hit. That means actually it has up, down, over, and hit. That means up indicates appearance of button when mouse pointer is up. So the mouse button is up. So this is, so animation means when button is down. When mouse button is down. That means down means you hold down, right? That is hold down. Over means, so when mouse pointer is over the button, pointer is over the button. And hit means, so when button is clicked. We can keep some animation for that. We can write some effect for that, right? Technically, so how you configure the effects? How do we define the effects? So that depends on your requirement, right? Actually, we can write JavaScript functionality for that, and we can configure, right? So technically, you can directly write the events and define the events with ready-made functional buttons also. Suppose I am taking a new one, and here I want some button. If I want some button like login, register, some button is there. So we will put some animation and effect, and we will say that login. Then you can go to window. In window, you will have common libraries. In common libraries, you will find buttons. And you can see that these are all buttons. You can see so many, 277 buttons are there. Several types of buttons will be there. Button, circle, flat, button, oval, button, rectangle, so many. So that means you see, you open like a button circle bubble. That category I opened, under that you can see the buttons will be like this. You can see button will be like this, blue, green buttons. Which button you want, you can drag and drop that button here, and you can increase the size, and you can see this is a ready-made button. Actually, this is ready-made button. You can customize the button. That means this is button, you can customize the button. So you can see, so in the symbols you have a button. So when you go to that particular button symbol, that means it will go there. So we can go to that button symbol, and you see all design is created, and you can change its text. It can, you can see it is having enter. That means enter is the text. I will remove the enter, and I will put as some login. I will keep the text as login, and go to the scene. You see that gives login, and when I run this, you can see this is a login, and it is having a click like functionality. You can add ready-made buttons. So many are there. So you go to window, common library, buttons, and you see so many buttons are available. You click a category. In that category, you will find so many subcategories actually, and you can select the buttons. You can choose the buttons, and you can use the button that you want. So you open it. These are all the buttons, and you just drag and drop the button that is available here. You can increase the size, and you can use it. You can use it, and you can see these are the buttons actually. These are the buttons. How these buttons are used in advertisements with some functionality, I will show you. We will write that, but you can get from library. So predefined buttons you can get from window. So the window common library, in that we have buttons. You can add them. So these are all the options we have. How do we work with the symbols? These are all required for advertisements and all. That's the reason we need to know about them. Now it is ready. Everything is ready. Now what we have to do is one more animation we have to know. That is how we can define shape tweening. This is all motion tweening. We need to know shape tweening. This is a simple option how we can manage shape tweening. Shape tweening is nothing but transforming from one shape to another. And if you know shape tweening, how to handle shape tweening, so it's a very simple one. It's not like complex like our motion tween. You see here, shape tweening is nothing but, suppose I draw an object here. This is one object. Okay. And this is one object. And it is at frame 1. Okay. Go to 60 frame. So here actually, if you right click on 60 frame, and there will be an option, insert blank keyframe. You have to insert blank keyframe. There is a blank keyframe. At the blank keyframe, you draw the same object, or you can change its shape. Suppose I am drawing a rectangle like this. I'm drawing a rectangle like this. Or I will draw here a polystar like this. I am drawing a polystar like this. Okay. That means actually what happened is, at one frame it is a circle. And at 60 frame it is a polygon. And 60 frame we are using a blank one. 60 frame we are using a blank keyframe. Now select all the layers. Go to properties. And in the properties, you have to select, so here, tween as a shape. That's it. Now in the shape tween, you can see that circle is transformed into that polygon. It is transformed into polygon. That means one shape is converted into another. You can change the shape. I will give you some more option, like, so how we can change that. That means actually here, the same circle if I draw, that means here also same circle we are drawing. Same circle we are drawing here, right? And but for the circle, suppose I just removed some additional by using eraser. Suppose I deleted some content. So like this, I deleted, right? And that additional part I delete it. Circle is transformed into this. Now you can run this and see the circle will be transformed into that shape. It will be transformed into that shape. Actually, it is always better to keep it in the same position where it is available, right? It can transform from one shape to another shape. That is actually shape tween. This you can give for text like options also. For example, see, suppose I give here text and I write number one. Okay. And this number one, so it is some red color. Okay. And it is having some font size large. Okay. This is number one. Okay. And I will keep some size increased for this. This is 1. Okay. This is at here. At 30. Actually, this object, we cannot change the shape. How to change the shape? We have to right click and select break apart. Break apart means it will break that object. Okay. So now go to 30 and insert a blank keyframe. Here, take another one and here you type 2. So 1 and 2, and here I will put here break apart. It breaks. Here also this is breaks, and here also this is breaks. That means generally we can keep it same size. So same size, we can add that, right? We can add same size here. So some size, okay. That is number 1, okay, and size, and number 2. So this is at 30, number 2. At 60, I am giving a blank keyframe. And a blank keyframe, here I am typing here some 3. And this 3 also break apart. Because the numbers and text without breaking, you cannot change their shape. Okay, we have to break apart. So this is 2, that is 3 and 1. Now select all these and go to tween and select shape tween. In the shape tween, when you select, you can see that 1 transforms to 2, 2 transforms to 3. It will change the transformation, one shape to another. If I want to stay for little long, actually here I can put F6. So that is the frame. We can put some gap also. Statically, we can put some gap also. Then it will keep that for a long. If you keep that. Generally, what happens is it will keep it for long. That means after 3, it will keep there. We are transforming. You give a gap, then it will keep it for long. One shape to another shape, transformation, that is done by using shape tween. Here only one extra point. Shape tween is nothing but changing. So transform one shape to another. And how do we do that? Here is insert object at frame 1. Okay, then right click. We have to right click at frame some 30 and insert blank keyframe. Blank keyframe. Okay. After that, draw a new object. New object. That you want as transform object. Transform object. So draw a new object that you want as transform object at frame 30. At frame 30. Now we have to select frame 1 to 30. Then go to properties and select, and we have to select shape tween. That is what we have to do. So here one option is text cannot transform directly. So you have to break apart. So this you can get with right click on that object. You can do that. Then only transform will work, otherwise it will not work. That is a simple thing. This is very less used. That's the reason we don't need to much consider. Now once you know all this, what we will do now, we will create one advertisement and put it in our website, and we will see how the HTML website can use a Flash advertisement. So how to create advertisement with Flash, with all this what you learned, and keep this in our website, uploading into website, the movies and all what we designed, right? That we will see tomorrow. So tomorrow we can finish integration of Flash into HTML. Then now we can go with some advanced options in HTML. So which are required with JavaScript already I told you, that we will learn later. Then we can start CSS now. After learning integration of Flash, we can go with CSS. Video, audio, we will learn towards the end after JavaScript and all, how to handle. Why? Because I already told you they are not supported everywhere. We need to know important things. So then tomorrow we will complete Flash integration, and we will go into CSS concept now. Okay, right.